Hey guys, my name is Nori and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am actually doing a product review for the Livia device. Now this is supposed to help minimize reduce menstrual cramps. So for someone like me who has severe cramps, I needed any help I could get, especially since I'm trying to take the more natural route and try to get away from as many pain meds as I can. I was looking for options, so this is not sponsored. I actually was part of the crowdfunding that this had last year. So I think March of last year is when I just happened across their campaign on Indiegogo, and again, with the amount of cramps I have and just how my life literally turns upside down during that week, I was like, you know what, just take my money. Same with my sister, she goes through the same thing. So at the time they were offering a sister pack and it worked out really well because we got 2 devices and they each came with an extra skin, and as an extra perk at the end I just went ahead and bought their year supply. So I already was going in with the expectation that this was going to work, because of course after the crowdfunding phase is over it goes to normal price. So I was like, you know what, no, this is going to work and we're going to do it. Did it work though? That's what you're here for. So let's get into this device. So when it comes in the mail, it came overseas. I think Israel is where these are shipped out of. This is the box that it comes out of. You can't really see it. I'll probably have to do a close-up of the video. But it comes in a box here. The device normally goes right here, but I actually have it in the traveling case right now. So it's just a little case that you could sit your device in. It's pretty small. Sorry, yeah, I can't really fix the lighting, but the device itself is pretty small and it just clips, goes on your hip, and that's it. So the case, the device, and it comes with instruction manual, 2 set of gel pads, and these would be the flower pads that were included. These are what actually stick on your stomach. So that's pretty much the device in a nutshell. So what it's supposed to do is, the flower devices are actually the little electro pads, and then the device is supposed to send little pulses throughout the area where the device is. Well, not where the device is, where the pads are. So the pads normally sit about right here. Depends on, you just adjust them where you need fit, but it's about a couple centimeters apart, and any area between the 2 and the pad itself are what's going to pulsate. Now, I was not expecting how it felt the first time. When I was like, okay, a pulsing sensation. I'm like, okay, a little pulse, a little, what is this? A little pulsing sensation. It's actually more of a shock that's not a shock, if that makes any sense. So this goes up to, you turn it on, and then you just press, I just have to do a close-up because this isn't working, but you just press the device and you just go up and you go down. That's pretty much it. You go as far as it feels good. So that's where it gets a little iffy. It can be very low to where you don't feel anything at all and you just adjust it until you like maybe feel like a slight tingle. That works best if your cramps are minimal. I think the highest I've gone up is 5, and it's a weird window because for me 4 may be too low, but 5, depending on how my cramps are, may be too high. So it's a guessing game. You just adjust it throughout. Overall, did it work? Hell yes. I'm sorry, but yes. Normally during my period I am popping pills like clockwork every 4 hours. There is no breaks. It is from start of period to end of period. There are nothing but medication being taken. With this device, I started using it like 2 days before I actually started my period, where I was feeling the pre-symptoms, and I was able to go pretty much those first few days without taking any medication. I think I made it to day 2 before I had to actually start taking meds at a seemingly constant rate. But even then, I could probably go 6 hours instead of 4 hours. So there was a big difference there. And also, anytime I was wearing the device, I didn't need medication. Not saying that my periods were gone, it's just that how they normally are crippling to me, I was still able to function as a human being. For me to be able to say that during my period was amazing. I was so happy. A couple downsides to the device though is, one, there is no warning when there is a low battery, so you'll think it's working and then all of a sudden it shuts off and then you have to plug it in and charge it, and you're kind of out of luck for a couple hours. So I wish there was something on here that lets you see that the battery's about to run out. It worked out for me, kind of, because again, I bought my sister one, so I just, when she wasn't using hers, I took it while mine was charging. It worked out that way. The other thing I wish was different is where the electrode sits. So down here, the bottom of the device is where the battery, where you charge the battery. The top is where the flower petal connects. So this just clips in right here. That's kind of inconvenient. I wish this was on the bottom so it's snaked up, because it sits, essentially the device sits like this, and that's a little annoying to be dealing with underneath your shirt. So I wish that was on the other side, but it is what it is. Which leads to the other thing, the actual device. It lights up and it blinks I think every couple minutes. If you're wearing a dark shirt, that's no problem. If you're wearing a light shirt, you're going to see that something is blinking underneath your shirt. So it is, I guess, I mean, you take what you can get, and that's fine. But for future reference, Livia, if you make or add on to this line, can we fix that? Can we fix that, please? That's my only gripe. That's my only gripe. The battery, the location of this electrode thing, and the flashing light. Granted, yes, I need to know that it's on, but does it need to flash continuously? That's my only thing with that. Again, day 1 through 3-ish, 4 are hell for me. I was actually surviving with this device. Only thing is, with my lifestyle, I'm a group fitness instructor, so a couple days of the week I had to go teach. Can't wear the device when I do it, so that was mainly when I took meds, when I had to teach or when I was going to sleep, and or if this thing died on me and my sister was using hers. That was about the only time I really had to take medication. So if you are someone who either has like an office job, desk job, or something that lets you wear this device all day, I feel as long as it doesn't die on you, you could probably get away with not having to take any medication. Again, that depends on your pain level tolerance, what your pain tolerance is. I feel like I have a pretty high tolerance. It's just, yes, again, crippling pain. It's just whatever. So while I was on the device, even on my worst, at my worst set of cramps, I just put the device up a little higher, and I was pretty much able to go without medication. I probably took it like an hour or so before I took off the device, because I knew I had to go somewhere. But other than that, I just used the device for the whole thing. Again, it doesn't miraculously get rid of your period pains, but it does confuse the uterus enough to where it's like, what's going on? So does it completely get rid of pain? Maybe if you're on the low side of either your period or the cramps are minimal, you could probably skate away. Like I said, the first few days I didn't really feel anything. Or the first few days before my actual period started, I was just the pre-cramps, I was good. Then when the actual cramps hit, the ones that normally have me crying in bed in the fetal position, I did not experience any of that. The device, to the level I have, it could definitely go higher than 5. I just kept it on 5 because after a while it feels weird, because it is a shock. I will say it's an interesting feeling. So if I knew I had to make it higher, I always had to brace myself. I'm like, hey, it's gonna feel a little weird. It's like, it's not a shock, it's like a pin pricks a little bit, like, not, I can't describe it without you guys, you have to, it's one of those feelings you just have to feel. But think about a lot of like little pin pricks that aren't hurting. It's just like a little pulsing on the arm, and it just does that real quick when you adjust the setting if it's higher than what you technically need. So it's like a whoa, okay, and then it starts feeling good. And I will remember when I first did that, during that time where my stomach was just dead. It was dead. I turned it up, and almost immediately I could just feel my uterus spasming. Like, just my lower belly was just spasming. I don't think it knew what it was doing anymore, and it felt amazing. The cramping did not cease, but it was manageable. That was my main thing out of this whole thing. Would my period be manageable? And yes. Yes, it was. The device itself is kind of pricey, but I feel like if it keeps doing what it's doing, I don't care. It was worth every freaking penny. Every penny. So, how much is this? Because again, I did the crowdfunding, so mine was a little bit cheaper. As of right now, the retail price is $149, but as of August 22nd, it's on sale right now for $127, and I think if you spend $150, you get free shipping. And for me, that would include, again, I bought extra gel pads because they give you 3 months supply. I just went ahead and bought the 12 because why not? If it worked, I was going to use it every month. And even then, you can kind of still reuse the gel pads. Like, I'm pretty sure my ones from last month, I'm still going to use this month. So, it is what it is. So, again, in the box, it comes with the device, the cover, because the actual device is white. So, I have the purple cover, the USB charging cable, the traveling case, and then the flower pads, and again, the 3 month supply of gel pads. I think mine only came with 2, but again, I have the 12 pack, so it worked out. And again, I crowdfunded, so mine was definitely cheaper because I got 2 devices plus the 12 month supply of gel packs and 2 extra skins for roughly $200. So it definitely worked out for me there. They are on sale as of the 22nd. I don't know how long the sale runs, but that's there. So definitely I would, if you suffer from extremely bad cramps, I would consider purchasing this device. And I'm pretty sure, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure they have a good return policy, and their customer service seems to be pretty good. So yeah, in the forums, there were a couple people who said, hey, something was maybe defective, and they were real quick to be like, hey, send me your information, we'll ship you out a new one. So I do feel like their customer service is pretty on point. But this is only my first month with it, and overall I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. Not saying I'm looking forward to my periods, but I know they're gonna be just a little bit more manageable, so I'm happy there. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions, comments, and or concerns. If you have the device already and you've been using it for a while, can you let me know, if it's still doing pretty good? Also, I hope this video just helped you in general if you, one, suffer from bad periods and need a relief, or if you've actually never heard of this device. I'm hoping this review will help you. So until next time, guys.